Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to video 2, the story about the super user. Please watch video 1 because it's very important that you understand where this program of taking on the world, changing politics, and representing somebody has come from. This is going to be something that maybe for the next 2,500 years is going to be taking place, and we all have a woman to thank for that. So let's introduce her. As you can see, the world is broken, so don't complain about the broken glass. Just someone in their room, who's a climate activist, someone who stands with Gaza, someone who, sent me a picture confirming I should get to work because I told her, like kitties, kids, say hello, say hello, say hello, hello, the Superuser System. Okay, don't worry. So this is the picture that got me on board because she's artistic and I'm not willing to get involved in politics. I'm willing to solve the problem as an artist, create like a piece of art like that and then just leave it alone. That was my approach to politics. I wrote a comic book for children, for adults, But I was never willing to engage because if you engage, you attract attention. If you attract attention, you're just going to have ignorant people just hating you for no reason. They don't care. Jealousy is very dangerous. So I had to have a very good reason. She had to confirm that I would use my skills as a correctional officer to begin to work for her. We're going to be a team, but I need to get something because I'm going to do it out of love. Not you have to be on board because you're asking for something very hard. I can try to make your dreams come true, but you have to communicate. And guess what she did? Yep, you understand. When a woman wants to get your attention, make you fall in love and work for her, let's just say it's over. I want you to see this clearly again. Okay? See that? She was tired of being helpless. She was tired of being just someone who's always, traveling. And, she's been, since she's been a child, she's been fighting for the environment. There's an incredible video that she's done. And she's like one of those persons who just climate activism, and she paid the price. Now I'm trying to get some more pictures so you can see what an incredible person she is. We're talking about someone who's stubborn, someone who pretty much will not sell out. This is a very important point. Many people, they talk about their dreams, they talk about, I want to change the world, but you look at their actions, zero, zero. And then she started something called Fridays is My Future, where every Friday she would post something, she would say something, she would be an activist. And then she went to Gaza recently, she just threw herself on the enemy's hands. And, where she went and on a boat. And this is something that made me very angry because everybody has to ask themselves an important question. What is that you can do no one else can do? And why you're not doing it? Because you have leverage and you have to use that to the maximum. If that is something only you can do, like when she posts something on the news, or she's been a child, she's known by everyone, so she has that effect. But when she went to Gaza and she was kicked, she was humiliated, that just made me understand that we are not in line in terms of our responsibilities. You have spent all your life building leverage on the media with young people, with the spotlight. You have given up your privacy to the point where you can command millions of people, yet you don't see the leverage of that, and you don't understand that. I guess that's where we have to separate, because I usually work with people who will understand that you have a role and you have a responsibility, and you have to contribute to the best of your abilities, not to the least of your abilities. And I think that was the biggest problem. Obviously, I was on X and I sent hundreds of messages, and a lot of things happened, and I can't say as much as I was like, but things, she moved on. She's an incredible person, and this is really not about her. It's just she gave me the opportunity to do what I would never do, and that's a very important thing to think about, because a lot of us, we need a reason to do things. For me, I don't do things without a good reason. Just because I can do something does not mean I'm going to do it. So she's part of the inspiration where I got behind her and I showed her that you have to learn from even Donald Trump. You have to be a bully. You have to humiliate. You have to contaminate. You have to dominate. You have to make people feel small. You have to be angry. You have to burn. You have to burn with anger. You have to fight every single day with people, argue with people, humiliate with people. And I told her, I'm going to burn down every day. Life is going to be hell. But you want to save the planet. That's how you do. You establish dominance. You go into the sewer system, you eat shit like other people. You're gonna fight. Every day it's a fight. Humiliation. Attack that guy. The war room. Straight up. Protest. Find out which CEO, where that CEO is at. Protest in his house. Just war. She's already in war. I'm not trying to push her into something. I was a former correctional officer. My job is to keep people safe. So fighting is what I'm good at. Anyway, just because you can fight does not mean you should fight. You should be a nice person, a very quiet person who minds their own business and doesn't get involved in this. Anyway, I just wanted to give you a quick background of the Superuser story, because I came up with this company for AGI, Mr. AGI, Mrs. AGI, and I will put the blog here where I think it's AGI, and I will put the blog for you so you can see the unique thing that we have, and then we'll end it there. That's the concept of Mr. AGI and Mrs. AGI. I think I will end it there. I'll put the Mr. and Mrs. AGI so you can see these new titles and how this has developed over time. But we have women to thank. So thank you to all those women who are brave, who understand a man can do his thing and a woman can do their thing, and together we can dream up a better future that works for all of us. So I'll put the link there. That's pretty much the story of the Superuser, inspired by a woman, implemented by a creative person, but it's a rough draft for the world to participate in, and I welcome you for the participation. So thank you, and I wish you all the best, and welcome to the Superuser program, a program that will change the world. Thank you and goodbye. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh.